So we're going to get started building your brand style guide documents. So we're in Pages on Mac, and you want to have your day 5 materials in front of you, your color codes, your fonts, your logo, all that kind of stuff pulled together before you start this process. So if you don't have that, pause, gather it, and come back. Let's start by adding the logo file in. So we're just going to go over to my Finder. I'm going to pull in the logo. I have it here on the desktop. You may have yours, hopefully, in a file because you pulled all your stuff together. We're going to click, drag, and place that. And you'll see that it's impacting the other text on the page. So we want to go up here to our inspector if it's not already open. Click on this little third icon here, which is the wrapping, and uncheck the object causes wrap. So that way it won't impact the text anymore. Let's go down here to our colors, and you can see that I have some boxes here for the colors, and I have some text boxes created with the RGB codes in them already for this brand. So if you go ahead and type in your RGB codes, it'll make it faster for you to do this process. So get your RGB codes in there. Click on the box above your codes. You can see that it's selected. Go ahead and click Fill, Show Colors, and that's going to pop open this color menu if it wasn't open already. You want to select on this second option here, the sliders, and make sure that you're selected on RGB sliders. And you can just type in those numbers that you already collected for your colors. And your colors will be added in. So go ahead and click on that second option. Sometimes you can go ahead and type your codes right in. And then other times Pages is a pain and you have to actually click, go back up to Fill, Show Colors, and that process again. So you want to just repeat this process for all your colors till you get all of them in here. Delete any of the other stuff that you don't need. Make sure you're saving your file. Then head on down to your font section. So if you have bought the fonts that you've picked out, or you've downloaded some free ones that you're going to use, you can go ahead and style this section with those fonts. If you haven't purchased them yet, just go ahead and put that URL information in here so that you have it whenever you get ready to test them out again. So we're going to go ahead and select Sacramento. That's what we're using for this particular brand. So you can see all the different characters and the way that looks. The other font this brand is using is Open Sans. And then I'm going to go ahead and just color those with our main font color. So 218, 90, 109. And if I wanted to save that color, I could just click up here and drag that down here into my options, which would make it a lot easier to select that again when you're in Pages. Okay, so we're starting to change this from just plain to a lot of the pieces of this brand. We've got the logo, colors, we have the fonts. And then let's pull in a few image styles. So for this section, you can pull in stock photos, the watermarked stock photos, other things that you've found. These aren't necessarily things that you're going to use, but just to give you the look that you want to go for with your branding. So I have a couple options here. I'm going to pull those both in, and then we will scale those down. And again, we're going to click off the wrapping so that they don't impact everything else. So for this particular brand, we're using a little polka dot look and a kind of a botanical, old botanical style look. And so whenever we're searching for images and things, we can come back and look at this and say, okay, we've got a little bit of a kind of a vintagey, grungy look. So that's the way I need to go with my images. So let's zoom on out so you can see that whole look now. And then you would just save this, print it, print a PDF if you want to. Print it out, stick it up on your bulletin board, and then next time you're getting ready to open up PicMonkey and do something, or get into Canva or Photoshop or whatever, you have your colors and you have your fonts here so that you can keep your brand really consistent.